Senator Al Franken from Minnesota, the Democrat liberal, has decided to resign from the Senate in the coming days, he announced, because of sexual harassment charges against him, and some of which he has admitted to. And so it brings up the whole question of is there an equivalency here between Al Franken and John Conyers, the Democrat in the House of Representatives, and Donald Trump, the president, and Roy Moore, the Senate candidate in Alabama, because that's what Al Franken and the Democrats are wanting to say. Hey, we're cleaning up our house. Why don't you clean up yours, Republicans? Ed, what is that's first of all, in the culture now, there is this focus and attention on this issue of women who have been sexually harassed and or sexually abused, and I think it's a good thing for this to be brought out in the public, don't you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it should. And you know, what's kind of ironic is that a lot of this has come out in the wake of the death of Hugh Hefner, the founder of Playboy. He was lionized and applauded by so many in Hollywood and Washington, and yet he, probably more than anyone in the last 60 years, made it cool to objectify women. And so I think anything that would open the eyes of the people of America to the danger of departing from a Christian view of human sexuality is a good thing. And if this kind of exposure,
even though we have to read about this every day, you feel like you need to go home and get a shower.
Right, that's right.
You know, by noon,
because
there's somebody like Matt Lauer. There's somebody. Or Charlie Rose, or somebody is seemingly every day.
Somebody's lives are being ruined through all this, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. What about the equivalency, or the moral equivalency, if you will, the factual equivalency that the Democrats want to make? Not that Republicans can't do the same thing, and some of them have. We've seen Joe Barton from Texas had to resign, the congressman there. So, you know, sinners are distributed across all spectrums of life, right?
It's a bipartisan institution.
Yeah. So we understand that. But what about the equivalency claim here?
Yeah, I think, as Ed said, I think it's good that these types of things are being exposed. I think it's good that we're creating an atmosphere where those who have been victimized feel confident and comfortable bringing those accusations to the public light.
And maybe it will protect future women.
Exactly.
And girls, right?
And that's part of the reason why you want this to happen, to deter other things happening in the future. But in my mind, there's no doubt about it that part of the reason why Al Franken is resigning, part of the reason why pressure was put on John Conyers to resign, is because they want to attempt to, those who are regressives, they want to attempt to legitimize their efforts to thwart President Trump and to keep Roy Moore out of the Senate. I think they knew that they had their own issues to deal with, so I think they're doing this now in an effort to get the moral high ground so that they can condemn those two individuals.
But am I correct to say Judge Moore has denied?
You are correct in saying that, and I think it's a big difference between an accusation and provable, demonstrably evident facts, some of which Al Franken has admitted to.
And something that happened 40 years ago. How in the world do you prove or disprove? That's very difficult.
That's a challenge
to do. All right, thanks for joining us, folks. Stay with us here on Reason and Company. We'll see you next time.